Hello, today I'm going to be taking you through the 251 VBH Sporttrek. We're going to take you through some of the products that you need to use in your trailer. One of the most important things is always using a proper toilet paper. This toilet paper is designed to break down quickly once it starts getting into your tank. Along with the toilet paper, you need to use some form of a toilet chemical. One of these tablets, you're going to flush down the toilet before you start to use it. That one tablet will break down 30 gallons of waste, which is what your holding tank holds. Some more products in here is a 25-foot water hose. When you're hooked up to a continuous water supply, you need to make sure you use a water regulator so that it reduces the amount of pressure that's going into your system. Also, we provide for you a 30 to 15 amp adapter because sometimes you don't always have 30 amp power. Your power cord is a 30 amp detachable power cord. So that'll give you the use of every function in your trailer. There's also a campfire lighter here for your camping needs. Some of the cranks in here you can use for your stabilizers. Now your stabilizer jacks are only meant to give your trailer stability. They are not meant to lift or level your trailer at all. Also this little one here, because you have a power tongue jack, this is a manual override for that system if something ever happens to break down. You also have other stuff inside the unit here that you can use for helping leveling and stabilizing. There's also a surge protector here for you. You want to make sure that that trailer gets plugged into your surge protector to the power post to keep you from getting any over power usage. We're going to continue on to the front side of the camper. On the front tongue jack, you have your power level, so you can extend and retract it as well. There is a light here. At the top is where you're going to override it. So if you ever have mechanical failure, you just unscrew that and open it up, and then you can manually crank it. To level your trailer, you're going to use your tires back onto your site, level you off from side to side. If you're uneven, block the tires with some leveling pads, back the tires on. Once you're level, use your front tongue jack to stabilize you and level front to back, and then put your 4 stabilizers down on the ground. Just firmly touch them to the ground. Once you get settled into your campsite, you're going to open up one of your propane tanks, and there'll be a lever here on your regulator to let you know which tank you're using. It'll point to that direction. So open up that tank and then start using. We're going to continue around to the side. On the back side of your trailer is where your power supply gets inserted into. Beside that, you'll have your freshwater connection. Now this freshwater connection is your city water port, which means it's a direct water source to be hooked up continuously. And this is where you're going to put that regulator on. Down below is a sewer flush. What this is designed to do is when you're emptying out your sewer tanks, you're going to hook into the water supply here, and that water system goes directly to the black tank and gives it a nice little flushing out. So when you're ready to empty your sewer, you're going to take the sewer cap off, hook on your sewer hose adapter, and always empty the toilet tank contents first. And the toilet tank is always the wide valve. Once that's empty, you can follow it through with your wastewater. After you've let that empty, then you can hook up to your sewer flush and give the black tank a nice little rinsing for about 2 minutes or so. Once you're done, you can close everything up just by pushing those handles back in. If you're going to continue camping, flush another tablet down the toilet and you're ready for another tank full. So also beside, if you wanted to have a little wash outside, you have an outside shower as well to do that. Continuing on to the back side of your RV, you'll have your storage rack. Now your storage rack has pins that you'll have to detach and flip it down, and it also tells you have a 250-pound weight limit on there. On the back side of your RV is your water heater. Now your water heater will heat water on electricity or propane, so determining on what kind of usage that you need. If you're using electricity, you need to turn on this master switch at the bottom left-hand corner of your RV. Turn it to the down on position. And when you're done that, then you can close it up and go inside the trailer into the bathroom, and there'll be another switch that says electric that you have to activate as well. If you have no power and you need to use propane, you just don't touch nothing out here. You just go inside the bathroom and turn on the switch that says LP gas, and you have the spark ignition here that will light automatically. So you come to your outside kitchen, and your outside kitchen has a cook stove, and you have a propane hose that is convenient here for you, where you're going to attach one part of it to the quick coupler here, and the other part up to your cook stove. And then you can start to cook. Your outside kitchen also comes with a detachable faucet that you have to detach to put your kitchen in and out. Or you can hook up the spray hose and the nozzle here if you wanted to wash anything off the exterior side of the trailer. The refrigerator in your outside kitchen runs on electricity only, so your trailer has to be plugged in order for that to be used. On the side here, you have your furnace outlet, and if you are using the furnace, always ensure nothing is blocking or covering it. Nothing low enough or plastic close up to melt. You'll have TV ports and outlets. And over here is your freshwater tank fill. If you do not have a direct water hookup on the other side of the camper, then you can fill up your water tank here. And with that system, you have to turn on a water pump that pumps the water out of that tank to your taps as you need it. If you haven't used all the water that is in that tank once you're done camping, then there is a drain valve that is tucked underneath the trailer behind the front tire so that you can empty out the tank contents there. Coming inside the RV, I'm going to open up the awning because it is a power awning. One of the most important things about using your awning is making sure that you're always in attendance at the camper when your awning is out. It doesn't take very long for a gust of wind to come around and lift your awning and take it away. So always ensure you're there. Releasing it once you have no more fabric to release, and then you can turn on the LED lights that are built in there for your entertainment and evening enjoyment. So again, always be sure the awning, if it's out, you're always in attendance. If it's raining too hard, put your awning away, and that if it's too windy, just do not put your awning out, just to be on the safe side, you don't do any damage. So we'll come inside now. So as soon as you come in the entrance doorway, you'll have some controls underneath the cabinet. The red light is your awning LED lights, and then you have some other interior and exterior lights. You also have your slide control here, in or out, and the slide room must be all the way in or all the way out to ensure a proper seal. You also have your awning control here, and again, extend, retract. Now coming inside the camper, once you're ready to start using stuff, once you have activated your propane tank or opened up your propane tank, you need to purge the lines, which basically means use the campfire lighter that's provided for you, come to the front burner of the stove and light the burner. Once that burner lights, count to 10, shut the burner off. Purging the propane lines is very important for the spark ignition on the appliances that need to function on propane. If it's not in those lines for it to do so, then they don't work properly. So once you have purged that, then you can come to your refrigerator and turn the fridge on. Turning the fridge on in the green mode lets you know it's in an automatic position. Your refrigerator has a brain in there that tells it to find the power source that it needs to function on. It searches for electrical power first. Once it doesn't find that, it will automatically transfer itself to propane. When you regain power, it will default back to the 110 electricity and function again normally. So green indicates you're in the electric mode, automatic. If it transfers itself to propane, the green light will turn yellow. If something happens in the ignition process or loss of propane, it will turn red to let you know that it's not functioning at all. So always have your refrigerator actively turned on about 4 to 5 hours prior to putting any food in the refrigerators. They have to be running for that long to reach a starting cooling temperature. So get your trailer at home, plug it in, let it cycle for 4 or 5 hours. Then you can start to put food in there. We recommend putting pre-frozen goods and pre-cooled food in your refrigerator so it doesn't work extra overtime. And then once everything is frozen cold in there, then you just shut the fridge off and continually driving to your camp destination. Once you get there, you turn it back on again. So continue over to the bathroom. In your bathroom on the wall, you have a tank sensor. So here you can see it shows you the battery, fresh water, black water, gray water. So as you're using, you can push these buttons to let you know how full or empty things are. As you can see, the fresh water tank is full because all the lights are lit up. Black water, which is your toilet, is empty. Gray water, which is all waste, sink and shower water, is empty as well. You also have some controls down here. One is activating your water pump. Now, if you're using out of the freshwater tank, that pump is activated and stays on. It is an on-demand system that allows the pump to cut in when you want to use water and shuts off once you're done using water. If you're hooked up to that direct water source, which is your city water connection, it bypasses the pump, so it doesn't need to be on. You have your water heater controls, one for gas, and the secondary switch for activating electricity water heat. So if you need to use the furnace, you have your furnace control here. So you basically just take that top switch and slide it to the temperature that you need, and the furnace cuts in. So your furnace only runs on propane, so you always make sure your propane is turned on for that purpose. And right above on the ceiling is your air conditioner. Now, in order to function your air conditioner, you have to ensure that you're plugged into 30 amp power because it will not work on the 15 amp. So you have your temperature control setting here and your fan speed. I'd like to take this time and also let you know you do have a stereo. Now, if you're not plugged into power, your stereo will run on battery. However, using too much battery will not let anything else work properly. So you do have a TV and stereo for your entertainment, so hope you enjoy your camping. Thank you for taking this time with me.